Democrats say that they want to have their own bill, which really focuses, they say, more on families and workers than on big business. The administration's focus, it says, is right now on pushing critical supplies, medical supplies, to cities in need. But in some of the hardest hit cities, like New York, city officials say the federal response so far has been insufficient. On Capitol Hill this morning, Republicans and Democrats remain at odds over spending. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell blamed House Democrats after
here we go with the pointing the finger shit.
Sunday evening.
The Speaker of the House shows up. And we're back to square one.
Nancy Pelosi firing back. Democrats want more money and better protection.
50, talk to your girl. Talk to your girl, Fifth. Tell her pass this bill. We need our money, damn it.
With what they discussed on the Senate.
But McConnell faces another major hurdle, with Rand Paul becoming the first U.S. senator to test positive for the virus, and several other Republican senators now in self-quarantine.
Cut this nigga right from Massachusetts.
Over whether members of Congress,
he ain't a nigga,
in the
y'all.
high-risk category for coronavirus, should
He's
be
Mitt
allowed
Romney.
to remotely, which is currently not allowed.
It may be a constitutional reason why you should, but we could be in a position where
Look
I
at
would certainly be in favor of
Jerome
whether they could
Adams, the
vote
black
from
Surgeon
a
General.
certain outside
Hey,
location.
Jerome!
And with growing concerns
Shit.
about a deepening recession, Treasury Secretary Mnuchin says it could be June before things start to normalize. The president's hopeful the stimulus package and pent-up demand for services like eating out will lead to a speedy economic recovery.
Our goal is to get relief to Americans as quickly as possible so that families can get by and small businesses can keep workers on the payroll.
Hey,
This
Jerome.
will help our economy. and
Surgeon
we'll see
General
our
of the United
economy
States.
skyrocket
Ah!
once this is over.
This morning, the message to more than a quarter of the U.S. population: stay home. It all comes as more governors issue restrictions in an effort
Everyone
to
except
contain the spread of the virus.
Governor
The most
Baker of
recent,
Massachusetts.
Ohio. The new
He did
epicenter
not
of the outbreak,
issue
New
a
York,
stay at home. He
which
want
has
us
seen
to come
a
to
dramatic
work.
spike in cases due
Go
in part
figure.
to increased testing.
New York State
I
has
can't.
15 times more cases than any other state right now.
Governor Cuomo issuing a stern warning to young people who've defied social distancing guidelines.
It's self-destructive, it's disrespectful to other people, and it has to stop, and it has to stop now.
The administration says so far about 250,000 Americans have been tested, but the administration is now telling labs prioritize people who are already in the hospital. When you're
People who
processing
is
it.
coughing
In
and
addition,
can't
the administration
breathe.
says it's now working on a test that
Listen to
it
some
should
of
be
these
able to provide
testimonies
results within
of people
45
who
minutes.
went to the
It's hoping
hospital.
that test
And
will be out
always
by the end of
remember,
the
it
month.
starts
Tell me
with
about
the
COVID-19.
itching of the throat or the tickling of the throat, as some would describe it.
Are now out with new warnings about the virus for younger Americans. And the question is, why is the toll here more severe than it has been in other parts of the world? NBC's Sam Brock is in Houston with more on that part of the story. Hey, Sam.
This is the reptilian guy, guys.
Good morning. As this pandemic continues to unfold, doctors here in the U.S. still trying to figure this disease out. This morning we're in Houston on the site of the biggest medical center in the world, where they are not providing details on hospitalizations, but we do know, Hoda, in the Houston metro alone, there are at least 40 cases involving people who are 30 or younger, 2 of those cases involving kids under the age of 10.
And I heard it was a 5-month-old baby, too, that had that, guys. A 5-year-old.
As the nation's top health experts try to pin down who's most at risk.
Now, as we're seeing weeks move into months with this crisis, we know that a lot of our initial thoughts were not accurate. We are seeing some.
You heard that? Their initial thoughts
can also get very sick.
were not
Information out of
accurate.
China initially pointed to older people being hit the hardest.
China
But the
been some
latest
lying
CDC data paints a
cocksuckers
different
ever
picture.
since this shit
Patients
broke.
between the ages of 20 and 54
They even made the
make up nearly
guy
40% of COVID-19
sign a letter of
hospitalizations
apology
in the US,
and locked
with
him up. He's dead
12%
now,
of
though.
Intensive care patients between the ages of 20 and 44. What's not clear is how many of the young patients had underlying conditions, making them more vulnerable. The death rate among this younger group remains far lower still compared to those 65 and older.